What is up, guys? I'm super excited because we are here inside of the Nucleus Hub that is located right now in the University of Miami for the Global Entertainment and Sports Plus Industry Conference. And I have a special guest with me today. She has an amazing business called Game Plan Skincare. And I know she works a lot with athletes, and it's a product that's taken off. Please help me welcome Gaby Orencio. How are you?
I'm so good. How are you?
Good, I'm doing great.
Thanks for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
I'm excited to be able to learn more about you, your product, and how you started it.
Yeah, so by trade, I'm an athletic trainer. I worked in sports my whole career. So after college, I went to LSU. I was with LSU football. And then I moved back to Miami, and I was the head trainer for a professional soccer team down here for 2 years. But throughout the time, you know, my guys would ask me for skincare help. They were struggling with acne and breakouts after they would sweat. And getting to the bottom of the cause was just through simple conversations with them and realizing that they weren't always able to wash their faces after they trained. They would run to media, they would run to interviews, just all the works, and tutoring as a collegiate athlete. But I realized that this was kind of not just for them, it's a problem that I also struggled with. I've been in male sports for a long time and didn't always have access to a shower after I would, you know, be outside in the sun training and stuff with them. So just from my own problem as well, I kind of was like, we need to find a solution to this and something that they would be motivated, that was practical for them to have. So that's how we came out with Game Plan. It's just skincare that's made for athletes. We would go on, you know, hunts at CVS and Walgreens and couldn't really find something that spoke to them, which is such a, you know, it's a shame because it's really a population we all watch and we all love, but there was no product in the market that really they could identify with, or also that was practical enough for them to put in their gym bags and use on the go. So that's how Game Plan was born.
I love that. And what's really cool, two things that stick out. I love, first of all, that it's red and it stands out. It calls attention. Yeah. And I like the fact that you have Game Plan, right? So,
yeah.
You know, it's obviously you're working with sports and athletes, so it's the game plan, and then as well as you got the game plan for your skin.
Game plan,
right?
What's your game plan?
So,
like, let's find your playbook. It's kind of a play on words, but I thought the name kind of came to me and something we wanted to run with for sure. And the red, you know, when I told my dad it was gonna be red, he was like, red means stop, but I was like, red means powerful and red means bold, so we're gonna do red.
Yeah, we're going with it.
Yeah, we're going with red. We're going with the red.
I love it. So
when you know it, you see it.
That's exactly. And look, and if you're getting good feedback, you keep going, right?
Exactly.
So just being in, I don't know how long you've been in it, so I would love for you to share that, how long you've been doing it for. But what has been so far the experiences for people? What is the feedback you're getting from these athletes that you're working with?
So it's funny, one review recently was like, this is the Cadillac of facial cleansing wipes because the formula is really special. It's not sticky on your skin, that was really important to me, but it's also a 2-in-1. So it not only cleanses with natural agents and natural clean ingredients, but it also moisturizes. So it's kind of a one-stop shop. So if you're running errands after you work out or you're going to meet friends, so many times everyone's done that, kind of get caught up in the day, you have a reliable, dependable product that will get you from point A to point B while looking and feeling your best. The process has been interesting because I know nothing about business and I only know what I know, and I have a degree in athletic training, which is heavily physiology, anatomy, all those sciences, but in terms of like business development, never in my life.
I appreciate the transparency.
Yeah,
awesome.
No, I'm super transparent because I think that I didn't think I could do it, and having a lot of support and help, and also entrepreneurship is so special because people want to help each other. Because most of us have come from places where we might not be in the space that we studied.
Totally.
So I think like I kind of just trusted myself and learn as I go type of an ordeal. Like I'm really lucky that I've had such good people around me that can give me advice and help me, and I think leading with that has been a game changer in terms of the development of the product. But we were just featured in Urban Outfitters, which is exciting. We were featured in GQ over the summer. We launched just in May. So it's pretty new, and I think people don't know about it. So just working on that brand awareness, that's been a little bit tough for me because I'm honestly not great at Instagram. I'm not great at TikTok. I don't know what I'm doing. So that's been like probably my biggest hurdle. But when people use it, they love it. And throughout the process, I formulated with my athletes. It was really important for me that they were testing everything to make sure that they would love it and use it. So it's truly tried and true by athletes, which I think is a claim that I'm proud to say. Professional, amateur, high school, all these people tested the product throughout the formulation to make sure it was something that they would love. just going off their feedback and collective feedback of that group. That's how we came up with our products.
That's great. And there's always that one thing about really listening to what your audience is telling you, right? I think sometimes when you start a business or you try to look to create something, we're like, oh, I believe or I think this is what people want. And then in reality, you start realizing, wait, they're telling me something else.
Exactly.
Right? So you took that information, you listened, and I think that's such an important skill set to have is listen, get feedback, and then actually create and deliver something that people are asking for. Because here's the thing, the product speaks for itself.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
And it pushes itself.
Exactly.
Which is truly amazing.
And I love how you pointed that out, because I think a big theme of my career as an athletic trainer has been having compassion for others, and said very well by Jeff Weiner. He said, compassion is empathy plus action. So you can care about something, but what are you going to do about it? So just listening throughout my career from multiple problems in health, wellness, but also like personal stuff, including skincare. Like, I think my goal is to give people confidence in a routine that they love. Especially because most of my guys didn't have skincare routines and didn't know where to start. So a big value that we have in our mission is education. So how do you build a skincare routine? What are the steps you should take? It's featured on our toner and our moisturizer. We have a map, like a playbook. So,
well, since you're talking about it, can you walk me through some of that map?
The map?
Yeah.
Sure.
How to let's say
how to build a skincare.
How to do one? Yeah, show me, because maybe I need it.
So at the very base level, typically you cleanse, you tone, you treat. So that would be a treatment step. So something like a retinol or a serum or something with extra benefits, that's when you would want to do that step. You moisturize, so you lock in all the good stuff with moisturizer, and then probably the one that's most slept on is SPF.
Okay.
Can
you explain?
Yeah, so sunscreen. Sunscreen is so important. We're here in Miami, it's hot, it's sunny, but also in places where it's not hot and sunny, like sun damage is real. And that's a big indicator of further damage for your skin. So hyperpigmentation, discoloration, dark spots, all those things that can give you, just show up on your skin. SPF does a really good job of eliminating that, as well as eliminating skin cancer. And I think in the future we're dabbling in that. We're dabbling in a sunscreen product as our next kind of launch, but I won't say too much. But just making sure that everybody knows that that's very practiced in skincare to wear a sunscreen no matter what skin tone you are. It doesn't matter. We should all be doing it, and it's an important part of sports too, because obviously we're in the sun, right? Like we're practicing in the sun. But even if you're sitting at your desk with a blue light, it's really important to take care of your skin in that way and protect. So that's the last kind of step in a skincare routine.
Love that.
And everyone's is personal to them, but our 3 products are pretty much like the basis of, okay, this is like your base level, and then you can kind of supplement with if you use other products and stuff like that until we launch other products ourselves. But that's kind of our little map.
Very cool, and I appreciate you sharing that.
Yeah.
And with that being said, like, do you have a heavier base of male customers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how is it more? Obviously, I know you have some of your marketing, your branding and stuff. Do you get women as well that buy your products?
For sure. The wipes especially have been a hit in women. It's our hero product for a reason.
Okay.
We I don't know if you do a lot of skincare, if you're in the market at all, but it's been pioneering that Korean skincare is kind of coming over, taking over. So our wipes are actually a Korean-inspired formulation.
Cool.
So for girls, that's a big selling point.
And it almost kind of like intertwines with the beauty industry, like in some way, shape, or form. So I see like how that can do really well.
Definitely, and since COVID, really, male skincare has been booming. And I know I'm sitting here, I'm a woman like pitching male skincare, but it's because I worked with men my entire career, and I really saw a gap in the market. And
you understand them.
And I definitely understand them. Yeah, I most of my rotations and my career has been with men. So this was important to me. I know that's like kind of like a weird concept that I'm sitting here and I'm not a male, but I think caring about that demographic, taking care of themselves in all aspects of wellness has really been why I pursued. It's branded towards men. Women can use it, but I wanted to make something that men really liked. I wanted it to smell like something they would use. All of our products are eucalyptus scented. So it's just a top-notch quality product for the guys.
So, I know, right, usually they always say, how the guys are usually more like, yeah, I'll put whatever on, I'll do this on. Like, no majority of the time it's like that, right?
Yes.
Like, oh, we'll just put this shirt on, or go, just clean this, or how do you, for you, like when you pass that message along to the men that you've worked with, and obviously as you broaden your market, or you're reaching to other males, how do you properly deliver that message to really show them like why they need this and why this is going to help them and serve them? Since you really connected with them and worked with them, speak with them, you understand that. Like, how do you deliver that? For anybody who's watching, a guy out there who might be an athlete or not, that might be interested in something like this, how would you portray this message for them to be like, this is why you got to use our product, Game Plan?
That's a great question. So I think a lot of athletic trainers and just anyone in the field of sports, they always preach recovery for your body. Recover your body as an athlete, recover after you work out, make sure you're sleeping enough, make sure you're doing all the things on the side, the little habits that build to, a good fundamental base on the field. And my kind of message that I would like people to consider is, why not recover your skin after you train? Because your skin gets inflamed after you train, often red. You have dirt, oil, sweat, mud. Who knows what's on your face after you do sports, or even after you go to the gym, or even my dad uses these at work in the middle of the day, just to refresh. If he's going to meetings, and he's in New York and it's hot out during the summer on the subway, like, why not just wipe your face off so you look and feel your best? And I think that's what I say to people that are athletes. I'm like, how are you recovering your skin? What is your skincare routine? You'd be shocked about how many guys don't know where to go for a skincare routine because there's not really,
Even myself included.
Yeah, and of course it's a pretty oversaturated market in skincare and beauty in general for men and women. Like, it's hard to know what the right thing to do is. So I wanted to create a brand that athletes could look at and be like, okay, that is for me, that speaks to me, and I know I'm going to get dependable results from it.
Love that. So let me ask you a question. Why haven't you done content yourself about this? You should be on social media doing all this content. You explain it well, you're delivering the message well, you're passionate about it.
Oh yeah, I just I've never been that type of, I guess I'm a little, I'm very extroverted. Ask any of my friends, ask anybody that knows me, they're like, Gabby can talk to a brick wall, and that's true. But for some reason, there's been a huge limit with getting behind a camera. I don't know, I'm really good at speaking with people, but for me to just sit down and talk about it, it's really hard for me. It's like a mental block. So I feel like I do struggle with the social media a bit. It's not the posting on Instagram, because I post people that I've used for my photo shoots, which, we want Game Plan to not feel so commercial, because it's really not. It just, the entire message means more. All of my models are friends and people that actually like and use the product, and it's not like we're paying people to promote it. It's people that actually believe in it.
Take this, try this, if you like it.
Yeah.
Just give your honest opinion, and if you want to share something, share it.
Yeah, and I can talk about all day our mission statement, but I would be, I wouldn't be doing a service to somebody if I didn't share this. We're partnered with the Drew Reddick Miller Foundation, and they are promotion for mental health in young professionals for suicide prevention that are entering the corporate world and navigating those issues that come with working in high stress environments. Drew was honestly like my brother. He passed away by suicide two years ago, but just 2 days before that, he said to me, you need to do this idea. And I was like, I can't, because I don't have business experience. So that's what kind of pushed me to do it. I wanted to do it to make him proud too. And that's not ever something I've shared on camera, but I think since I'm on camera, that this is a good way to do it. Yeah, it's a percentage of each sale goes to that, and we're committed to helping that cause, but that expands to all networks of, our private equity, banking, schools, of people that are in business school looking for the next step. It's just giving them the resources that they might need, and it's really important. So I think circling back to just how this all started, I'm really lucky that I had some really inspirational people that were enthusiastic about this, that believed in this idea, and I'm just happy that I brought it to fruition. And as proud as I am, it's just hard for me to talk about it in front of the camera. I don't know what it is.
You're doing an amazing job. You got some good content you can share on your social media later. So,
definitely.
No, I really appreciate you coming on here, talking a little bit about yourself, about Game Plan, what you're doing. Honestly, I think in an industry where people can say it's a saturated industry, you found a hole for yourself. You found an area to focus on, and you're delivering value. And I can't wait to see more of these just hanging around, popping up on people's book bags or gym bags or wherever it is. And
I'm
I was
yes.
like, I talked to Gaby from Game Plan. I know what's up.
I know her. Yeah, no, I mean, it would be really, my vision is that this is going to be everywhere, and when you see the red, you're going to know the red. And
I like that. When you see the red, you're going to know the red.
when you see the red, you're going to know the red. You're going to know it's us. You're going to know that we're dependable, and we're a good company with good values, good people around. So my goal is really to, bring that product awareness and that brand awareness, and we want to be the one that people reach for. Awesome. We want to be those guys.
And you're going to
be
girls. I can see it coming. I can see it because you have the energy, the passion for it, and it came from humble beginnings. It came from your roots, and I say that because I was, a personal trainer, and obviously you're an athlete trainer, but there's resemblance
definitely synergies,
there,
yes,
and
yes.
I spent a lot of time in that industry, and it was all about servicing, helping people, and making people feel better and move better and be pain-free. So for me, I very focused on, giving people a better quality of life.
Yes.
And I always look at my humble beginnings because, even what I'm doing today, like, at one point, my business partner that you were talking to earlier, that was my client. That was my client when I was 21 years old as a trainer.
Oh my gosh.
And I always say that whenever, even I feel like with business, I feel like so many things start with fitness and health. And I think it's such an important component to everything you do.
Totally.
And so many opportunities that can come out of it. And
that's
why I love your story, and just made me remind things of my story. And, I'm just glad that you're out here being an entrepreneur, not stopping yourself from saying, hey, I don't know business, and you went for it, and of course you put yourself around the right people, which is important. But you're out here doing it, you're creating success, you've had some massive wins and opportunities. I'm sure there's been failures along the way.
There's always bumps in the road, always learn, but I think when you're willing to do it and you're like committed, you're saying, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do it the right way, with the right people, with the right values, systems, like 100%. I think that's where success comes from. And it's not overnight, It's not. It's never overnight, but I think having resilience and just being authentic to who we are, as a company, as myself as a CEO, and everyone that we bring in, we don't work with bad people. One thing that I've learned is that you can teach anybody how to do anything, but what's inside, like, can't always be taught or changed. So it's really important that when we bring people in, they're the right people, including the athletes we work with. We love working with all athletes, big names, small names. Part of our company values is bringing people with us and helping them grow as well and build their own brands, because athletes have such a unique position right now to really be able to do well for themselves and build a brand outside of sports, build their identities outside of sports. So we always look for the people that are super passionate about this type of thing and our mission, including with the DRMF. And if that resonates with them and at any capacity, I'm always willing to bring people in, no matter what their reach is. Every reach is important. All reaches.
Every reach is important.
Yes.
Dropping a lot of gems here. Amen to that.
Amen.
Thank you so much, Gaby. I really appreciate it. Where can people find you, connect with you personally, and as well, where can they find Game Plan?
Yeah, so you can find us on our website. It's gameplansskincare.com. Our socials are at gameplansskincare and then at gameplansskincare on TikTok and Instagram. So both of those as well. You can also check us out on Urban Outfitters. That's been our most recent retailer, so it's super exciting. For me personally, you can reach out on the Game Plan website. There's an email, like a contact email, and then my team gets those to me if they're looking for me. So I'm more than happy to speak through there, or you can find me on LinkedIn.
Amazing.
Gabriella Arancio.
I can't wait to connect with you again.
Yes.
I can't wait to see this continue to evolve. And I will definitely be looking forward to getting some in my own hands.
Likewise. I think what you guys are doing is awesome. I mean, I've never sat down for this type of interview.
Well, look, we're moving, we're getting hot, we're sweating, so we're gonna have to.
You gotta wipe it off. You gotta wipe off the sweat. Yeah, I love that. But this has been great. I'm so happy that I came on, and thank you so much for talking to me. This is awesome.
Awesome. Anytime, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. If you got value, please go ahead. Go show Gaby some love. Go check out Game Plan. Till next time in the Nucleus Hub. And one more thing, just because I like to wrap it off like this. What was your first impression when you first walked in here, doing what we're doing here right now?
Honestly, I saw the chairs and I was like, But seeing the setup and seeing how relatable you guys and personable, I think that's why I came over to talk. Because I'm extrovert, I can talk to anybody, but when you see a friendly face, a welcoming face, somebody that's like welcoming you into the conversation. I think that's the difference maker. So
Thank you.
you guys, everybody's been awesome that I've spoken to, and that's probably, and the purple, like the purple shirts.
Let's go. You got the
About-
red,
all
we
about
got
color,
the purple.
all about color here.
That's literally
So
what it is. There we go. Hey, if there's one thing you could take away, look at the colors.
look at the colors. Go for the color.
There we go.
Go for the standouts.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Till next time, right here in the Nucleus Hub, in the University of Miami Conference. Excited to be able to continue to bring you value. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.